tell about the experience of what is the reason behind the commit suicide. So everyone tell her opinion, and first of all I would like to tell about the NCRB report 2020. According to NCBRD report 2020, in every year more than 1 lakh people commit suicide in India. In every hour, more than 10 to 11% commit suicide in India. That is too much rate. And according to top country, there is Maharashtra. And other country also like MP, like Uttarakhand, like Odisha, also very high level. According to my opinion, what is the reason behind it? Because student also, there are 8% ratio to commit suicide. What is the reason behind it? According to my opinion, there are 5 reasons behind it. And according to NCBRP 2020 report also. First reason is to pressure her parents. Second is unemployment. Third is to pressurize to other friend circle. And fifth also poverty. And fifth also bullying to her area. So in point of view, so that we discuss about the main situation of a student. So firstly I would like to go to tell her experience.
Okay, thank you ma'am to give me this chance to speak front of all. My answer is that most of the time the student committed suicide because of unemployment. Like the example is front of us, that the parents see the 3 jobs only: engineer, doctor and government job. And if we want to be something, we are not interested on those things. And sometimes parents also did not understand our inside feeling. So on that time what happened, that I want to be a car rider, I want to be a footballer, I want to be something else. So I am not interested in those things. So how I will do good in that work? And my second point is that the relative pressure, like if the student think that if I will not do good, so my relatives, the market will say me that shame on you, my society will say me that you are not having the good things in yourself. And third point of me and last point of me is that the parents also pressure us that you have to get the good marks, otherwise if you will not get the good marks, so how we will have a respect in society.
I tell you one suggestion to her point of view according to student. First of all, if you have some pressurized, if you have some anxiety, if you have some depression, so please tell about your closest one. Tell about your friends, tell about your teacher, tell about your friend circle. If you tell your actual position, if you tell about your depression, so definitely he and she give a better suggestion to your better life. So please tell your depression, tell your anxiety first. And next I will tell about the student life.
The student's life is in now this generation is not good, because then we are do society. So now we are have no suggestion to something do it. So now we are do society. In love, we have some words and we have some suggestions to do it. So then we are do society.
I would also like to put my point of view that not only students. If I would like to say about film industry, they are also committing suicide. If I would like to say the family, if for example if I talk about my father, if he is suffering from these things, so he is not sharing any things to our family members. Why these things happening with him?
I think India today's news also present that when Sushant Singh Rajput suicide, so 2 guys all his fed also suicide that pressurized. One person is 13 years old children and second person is 55-year-old, and they due to suffer her illness, mental illness, he and she suicide with them.
Yeah, ma'am, there is a many reasons of the committing any suicide. When a person commits suicide, there is no only particular one reason a person is going to commit suicide. There are many thousands of the reasons are there.
Yes, ma'am.
First we need to understand why a one particular person day by day why they are committing the suicide, because they have a no particular guidance for their life, how to we need to live our life, how I need to know run my life, because the career first of all main where we are focusing, when we are focusing on our career. I need to become anything, something in my life. If I will not become, so what I will do in my future?
Yeah.
What will happen with me? So just we are focusing in this thing. So everyone should be plan their career. Yes, if you are going to plan your career, so three question you should be know what I am right now, what I want to become, and how I will become. So if you know these three questions answer, so you will become whatever you want to become. So first you should plan your career, where I need to go.
Yeah. Yes, ma'am. According to WHO report on 2018, the national policy will 40 countries out of 197. They have only national policy, and India is out of them country. So how it is possible? Because India is the largest country of all world in population criteria and youth population also. So it is should be there, national policy should be there in India, because we want that policy. What do you think about that?
Everyone want this type of
If
quality in our India. If I would put my point, so as I got the details from the news, and also I saw in that 70.2% are in that male are going to die. And if I would talk about female, so in this only 20.28 female are going to die. Only men like male category is more, and female category is less than it. And if students CA need,
Yes.
they are going to die.
Yes, Janet ma'am, what about this topic?
See, in 1 year ago, if I tell 1 year ago in Bangalore, 4 students commit suicide with a ceiling fan. So when it happened, so the college administer remove all fan.
Yes,
So it's not a solution of
yeah,
it.
there is no solution.
So it's not solution. And what I think, my point of view is that in this century, it's 21st century, okay, and if I talk about the last century, on very last, like 20 and 19, only this century, why it's happened too much?
Yeah.
So what the reason behind it?
It is a
Yeah, according to my point of view, in 2020, we saw the 50% suicide, in Corona, COVID positive. In 6,446 were suicide just because family issues, and 1,336 were suicide just because love affair. 1,327 were suicide just because her illness, her mentality. So this is very critical situation to all our youth. So what you think about Tamanna?
First, the things you tell about the mental health. Suppose one man, birth time is mental. Like in my society, one body, he don't tell anything. So other person, like my brother also tell him, you are not, your career is less.
What
you
you
don't
tell about Ashraf sir about this topic?
It is my
Yeah. Yeah.
opinion.
Yeah.
It is my point of view. The main reason of a mental health in student are a effect on a mental health. The main reason of a family are a pressure
Yeah.
to parents. Pressure are to parents. That's why I attempt suicide. We are now keep in mind we are more depressed country in the world. That's why I attempt suicide. In the India,
It's not happens only the student, It's happened with the parents, or with the elder, everybody, not even students. If we talk about the students, so per day, it happens 28 students per day commit suicide. We need to know about
Yes, guys, I also have one point that have you seen Jawan movie?
Yes,
In Jawan movie, there is one case that that like lots of farmers is committing suicide. So because of it, like that they offer to them like if any farmer did suicide, so government will provide them 2 lakh rupees. So is it the solution? It's looking like government providing them offer that you should do suicide, right? So there is that's the reason. Like we most of all focus that he have family pressure, he have teacher pressure, he have society pressure. That's why he is committing suicide. Is it not main point of view? Main point of view is that like mental health. We are not focusing about that kid. That in the school, that any student is there. If he give any wrong answer, so what sir did? He insult him in front of entire class, right? If your father, okay, your father is working somewhere, and your father boss is scolding in front of everyone, what did he feel? He feels so guilty in himself that yeah, he scolded me, okay? The same thing by kid also. Kid is also thinking like that, okay? So that suppose I also see that one case, that as asked any question to anyone. So lots of guys don't raise in hand. Why? They know the answer, but they are thinking that if I do wrong answer, so sir will scold me. Sir will need my answer. So it should stop in this country.
I think I also want to put one of my point of view. There are so many cases we have seen, and when we studied it, okay, we find that recently there was a case in Gujarat, in Surat, yeah?
Yes.
So entire family committed suicide. There is a reason, as sir also mentioned, as a reason of the case in Jawan movie.
Yeah.
What was the case that people commit suicide? The same case was in the MP. There was a medical practitioner, okay, a chemist. He also committed suicide. Just why? Just because of economic crisis. He was not able to run the entire family, and he was not able to pay the debt.
Yes, sir.
Okay,
Yes.
and the farmers also commit suicide just because they are not able to pay the debt.
Yes.
So there are so many cases, such like another case I can say of the Jaipur, just similar. He was also one of the person, just a small businessman. He committed suicide just because he just took so many debt, but he was not able to repay the debt afterwards.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
And yeah,
Yes,
Wanda,
sir.
you can
Yes, sir.
improve on.
Absolutely, you are telling very right. According to my point of view, today we are living all the generation that is totally show-offness. Every parents treat her children very softly, and every children want to become a doctor, want to become an engineer, want to become an IAS officer, but they are not ability. They have not ability. They have not skill. They have not moral values. So how they can achieve these things that are totally level very high, but they have no value. They have no soft skills. So how they can achieve these things? What about you, sir? Hamza sir, about
Thank you
this?
so much, ma'am, for giving me this opportunity. In my point of view, in the reason of behind it, the suicide, it is all, in my point of view, it's debt. One more is debt. Like I want to become a businessman, and I want to open my factory, personal factory. I help with the help of loan. So first I take loan, and then I open factory, and then in 1 year the factory is running very well, and the second year going is decreases value level. So in meantime the loan is remaining. So the person who remaining the loan, so he help of relatives. He says help of relatives, or give me the debt because of I have loan of in my shoulder. I am completed that loan, then I will give you. Then relatives and families don't help to him.
They don't trust him.
Yeah, they don't trust him. So that's why he committed suicide.
So very nice, sir.
Yeah,
And
yes, if you
Jonathan,
permit me, so I would like to put my point of view that if we talk that 20th century, and they women had capacity to face problems and to get the solution, and now these peoples are like this. They have they have not capacity to face the problems, to get the solution.
Yes.
So please try to get solution and don't think about the only I have only this way to get rid of.
Yeah, that's right.
So please get the solution and find the solution. Is it not the only one to rid of? So please try, and as Afreen ma'am said that whatever you have any problem, so please share it with your close person, with your close friend, with your parents. Parents are there, so please share your things with your parents.
Yeah, Isabel?
I agree on this point. This is also one of the problem. It's create a big problem that I was silent. Why I was silent? I have come when like somebody. I think you all have seen Three Idiot movie.
Yeah.
Yes.
So one buddy committed the suicide. What he written on the wall that I was quiet. This is also a big problem of student life because we committed suicide. And we are not sharing our views, our problems to us. One thing also
I tell you one suggestion also that generation parents give a very one thing that is on her precious time to her children because they don't give her precious time. They don't give her moral values of his children. So that's why children not talk to her tension, her anxiety and her depression.
I feel it will be so long. I can conclude with some of the points.
Yeah.
I have two solutions. If we just get permission, so we can just explain. As Afreen ma'am also mentioned that we are the people in the previous time. People used to engage with everyone. They used to share their problems. Yeah. The main issue is what people are being urbanized. Earlier we were the people of village. We were the people of countryside. So we were having the knowledge with each other. We were able to connect with each other. But now when we are being urbanized, so that's why what is happening that we are not able to connect. So in this apartment I am living. So in front of me who is living I don't know. I don't meet the person. Okay. So the main issue is of being socialized. If we are able to socialize again, we can connect with people. And when we connect with people, we are able to share our problems with others. And another point comes out, that is exactly what good parenting. When our parenting is not done on the right manner, we will definitely suppress. And in this way also, it's the point of living in the families or living in the joint families or nuclear families. When we are fostered in a nuclear family, we are not able to take the brief decisions for us. We are not able to take the fine decisions. That is also one of the reasons.
a student thinks if my parent is not understanding me, so how will other understand me? That's why they are not sharing their point of view, their parents.
According to my point of view, we should take the view of Weitzer also.
Yeah.
What do you think about it?
This is my according. India. India is the first case 19,067 case is been recording in the country. A few years ago, 10 lakh population, 120 people attempted suicide. Attempted suicide. This is comfort 6.1% more. 1% more. Earlier, 1% more. Earlier case, so many people attempted suicide. And people population 19,018, 113 people attempt a suicide in India. Delhi. Delhi is a capital to India. India. Delhi, 7 people every day attempt a suicide. And 4 people accident and suicide. And 1 year ago, 47 people attempt suicide, mental illness.
That's absolutely right, sir. I also have one point that that in our family they teach us how to take out the tension, but they don't teach us that how to love the study. Okay, how to remove
Exactly.
how to remove all the states. Okay, how to like that remove like whatever states we or like depression we have. So how to face it? We don't teach to them. Okay, so like that any kid is coming near to father and father dad is saying to father, what is this father? And he said, no, you will go, you will disturb me. You don't disturb me.
Right.
They don't teach to them. Okay, so if they face that type of problem in future, so they are not able to face because they don't have experience about it. So we should take care about everything. That's my point.
In my point of view, I will go with Abhishek sir. He is telling about why people don't connect it to everyone in this century because of mobile phone. Mobile phone have everyone because he has friend, father, everything we can say that. That's why don't connect with front of
We
body
are
and
connected virtually with everyone, but physically we are not connected with anyone. That's right.
we are addicted to phone.
Yeah.
That's why we don't connect to the body.
As the vice sir tell the country in the my preparation was it 2021 3.70 lakh people are die by the suicide. Why? Because that time is a coronavirus was there. They have a problem of the money. The problem is a debt money. Money is a debt problem. No one should have money, so he go through the suicide. Okay, so can I tell you one?
Greatest problem in all time.
Okay, sir. So can I tell you one example?
Yeah.
Okay, in the Bihar, one human sell a girl only for 5,000 rupees. Only for 5,000 rupees. The ma is a sale to a human. Ma is a sale to a girl. Who think about that? The money is a big.
Greatest heavy even, yeah.
Okay, it's the my point.
Yes, Nushad sir told student 11% college student attempt suicide in 2020 and 2021 and 7% highest school student attempt a suicide. In 2021 732 student attempt a suicide. One example is the reality. A husband and wife in Bangladesh sell their children buy to iPhone is the reality. Only 50,000 rupees.
Yeah, they want to buy iPhone so because
Just to
Because we are living the society which is very show-offness. Everything what we wear just because show-offness. What we become just because of show-offness. What become we go just because of show-offness.
Exactly the point that people have has been heard that this buddy is have some problem, so he did suicide. I feel I also have a problem, so I think I should also commit suicide.
Motivate
So
people.
it's motivate. It's in news, in media, everybody hear suicide. So every people whenever we have the problem, so they didn't try to get a solution. Only they heard the suicide. So they also try to commit suicide.
You are absolutely right. As a Sadhguru also passed a one quote that if Indian youngsters are going to kill themselves, so what will happen on about like further journey? And it means that India, human being of us, has been failed. And if we want to like remove this whole thing, so we should know the main perspective of the point that why they are going to kill themselves. We should know the
Guys, I want to tell one quote related to it that मैं जिम्मेदारी में उलझा हुआ शख्स मेरी रजा क्या होगी? मैं जिम्मेदारी में उलझा हुआ शख्स मेरी रजा क्या होगी? कातिल हूँ खुद की ख्वाहिशों का मेरी सजा क्या होगी?
Wow.
Last, I would like to, you are absolutely right, and I think the most thing that is what is the prevention to become a suicide? What is we should to do this for all our life, for our youngster? So last, Pooja ma'am tell the invention of suicide.
Okay, thank you so much. By the way, it was really nice discussion conducted by you advanced students. Like the
Thank you,
viewpoint.
the factual data, the problems, the solution discussed by each and everyone is really marvelous. Like solution you passed, that is really nice. And like Hamza sir also mentioned, like the biggest problem the generation is facing, that is the mobile phone. The mobile phone is not problem. The uses of mobile phone, that is wrong. If mobile phone is conducted in a used in a best way, so that can be a solution, best solution also. So same way like as the students and all, the problem can be solved out by discussion. And one thing we need to remember, that is nothing is permanent. Today is a problem, one day in the future will definitely will come when we will shine together, when everything will be fit again. We need to control ourselves, we need to consist ourselves, and need to have a hope in our mind that God is there, He will settle everything. Thank you so much, have a marvelous day and happy Deepavali.
It's a request by the side of English Zone family members. I would like to say every parents and every student that please do not commit suicide. If you are having any problem, so please share to your friend buddy who knows well to you.